Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Yeah, where we need ya. Yeah, where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. All right, welcome back. Hopefully that last work session was a productive one for you. For me, not too bad. So I had to clean up some plates so I could get some print jobs going. And so now I got those going. So that's good. In about 4 hours, we should be done. And I'm thinking, with the sun out pretty good and the batteries now, I should be fine. And there's like a couple more things I need to print before I can actually finalize the final order. My own order. Like it's a customized box with some different goodies in there. And the last final things are like printing for my own personal. I'm printing like 2 for myself. I'm gonna see if I can try to get them shrink wrapped or something to kind of preserve the freshness. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of cool to see everything kind of come to like a close and like having some new beginnings. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how the end of the month is upon us. Today's the last day of August. And so with that brings this what I wanted to talk about today, because we've done this before in the past, normally towards the end or the beginning of the month. And I kind of want to talk about the new things that came to the web this month of August 2025. And so we're going to take a look at this blog post from web.dev. And so they do like a roundup every month. And I wanted to kind of take a look at it and see, what's available and what's coming down the pipeline kind of thing, right? And so I posted a link to this blog post. So it'll be next to the recording of the video on the website untilit.works. All right, so shouts to Rachel Andrew. And so new to the web platform in August. All right, so discover some of the interesting features that have landed in stable and beta version web browsers during August 2025. Dope, and it was just a couple of days ago. All right, so let's see some of the stable browser releases. So that means Chrome 139 and Firefox 142 released to stable during August. This post takes a look at what that means for the web platform. All right, then talking about the web compatibility stuff here, browsers and things. All right, so now this one, the URL pattern API. So it looks like it's been around for a minute, but it's just Firefox now supports it. And we'll take a look at it, but it makes it much easier to match and parse URLs. Okay, that's dope, because sometimes it can be kind of a pain, like when you're trying to figure out, like, hey, what should I be showing depending on the route? It's kind of that's the thing. So this feature is already in Chrome and in the Safari 26 beta, which means we should see it in baseline soon. So across all joints soon. So hopefully that's coming up soon. Cool. Oh, that's cool. It looked like Jake Archibald. He used to be on the Chrome or something before. He used to have these videos I used to watch on YouTube. It was him and another gentleman, and they would talk about different things on the web, which is kind of dope. I forgot it was status something. I don't remember, but it was dope. Shouts to them. It looked like he's now on the Firefox team. Interesting. Okay, dope. So, I'm going to take a look at this URL pattern API real quick. Let me share this tab instead. All right. So you see limited availability. And I guess they're saying because it's in beta, so it's not actually in Safari yet, unless you're on the beta version of that browser. All right. Cool. So I guess it's kind of like a regex for stuff. Oh, yeah, passive regex. Okay. So patterns are used... patterns are specified using the URL pattern interface. The pattern syntax is based on the syntax from the path to regex library. Patterns so it looks like something that somebody created. So it looks like something somebody kind of created to fix this problem is now built into the browser, which is pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. So now here's some of the things. So some of the patterns. So literal strings, which will be matched exactly. Wildcards. So this is dope. So you can just have like post/star. It'll match any character after that. That's pretty dope. And then, oh, that's cool. So then you can say like colon ID and then be able to use that ID later in like stuff. That's pretty dope. Non-capturing groups. So if you have something like this, which makes parts of a pattern optional or be matched multiple times. I want to see an example of that. I'm not sure about that. And then you have regular expressions. So groups. So you have like books. I think this means like if it's like a number or something. / D. I think D stands for digit maybe. And plus, I think it's just like numbers, which make arbitrarily complex regex matches. Note that the parentheses are not part of the regex, but since define their contents as a regex. Some APIs prohibit the use of regular expression groups in URL pattern objects. Interesting. So then indicates whether or not regular. Okay, all right. So some more stuff in here. Let's see. So again, it's pretty dope that it was like a JavaScript library somebody created, and it's now built into the browsers. All right, so it is similar to ones that are used on Ruby on Rails and like Express and Next.js. That's pretty dope. So fixed text and capture groups. Each pattern can contain a combination of fixed text and groups. The fixed text is a sequence of characters that is matched exactly. Okay. Groups match an arbitrary string based on matching rules. All right. So each URL part has its own default rules that are explained below, but they can be overwritten. Okay. So let's see how we do what we got here. So we're looking for the pattern. We're setting a pattern constant to a new URL pattern. And the path name we're looking for is, so this is the fixed text. So / books, right? Now, oh, that's pretty dope. They have a test. That's pretty dope. Okay. So now if you said, hey, if I want to do this, and it does match that exactly. So that comes out true. All right. That's pretty dope. And then if you want to execute it, okay. Path name groups, it gives back nothing. All right. Okay. That's cool. All right. All right. Okay. All right. I guess like groups are the things that, if it came afterwards. But we'll see here because here's the group thing. So same thing, except now we have this ID. All right. Cool. And then we're testing it. So if it's this with the 1, 2, 3 ID, cool, true. Oh, that's pretty dope. And so then if you do that same pattern exec, it returns that the IDs. Oh, that's pretty dope. Okay. All right. So you can just kind of just set like, hey, I want this to be the variable. Oh, that's pretty dope. The names of that. Okay. And we got some wildcard stuff here. Oh, yeah. So it is like numbers. All right. Okay. Oh, that's pretty dope. So so again, so the ID, so it's numbers, right? And you have this, I guess it's like the base URL maybe that you're matching against. And so as long as this, I wonder if they had one, if it wasn't example.com, like examples, would it come out false? But all right, so we're gonna do some tests here. And so the same thing. So it has to be numbers. So 1, 2, 3 came back true. But if you do A, B, C, those aren't digits. So that's why it comes back false. And if you don't add anything, it's false. That's pretty dope. So that means that's a way of checking, hey, have you actually done it? That's pretty cool. So if you're checking for this, you can be like, hey, is there an ID or whatever? If not, go back to the index page or whatever, like something. All right. All right. So now we have, you can also use regex when constructing with the object syntax. Oh, okay. So you're actually setting the path name. Oh, that's pretty dope. Okay. Okay, interesting. And you're testing it again. It's like the same stuff. Okay. Huh. That's cool. Okay. Because this one up here, it didn't have like, they had path name. Okay. I totally missed that part. Yeah, path name. But here they don't have that path name. but they do include like the beginning of it. Okay, that's cool. All right. So now the path name URL part always starts with a slash. Okay. If you omit the slash in your regular expression, the match will fail. Oh, so okay. So since they didn't have like a slash here, those things came. Okay. Okay. All right. That's good to know. So when you include it though, I see those. So now this is just slash B. It doesn't have like that dot star. So that means if you put slash BA, it comes up false for this one here. Now, if you do have it like they had before, then both come up true. Okay. Oh, they have like line anchors and stuff. What? Okay, interesting. So it's matching the protocol. Like, hey, is this thing okay? It used to begin with like HTTPS. All right. Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. This is just talking about like if you put this thing at the end of it, which I'm not sure what that actually does, but all right. Regex has always been kind of like, huh, for me. And so the more I kind of get exposed to it, the more I can like get familiar with it. Huh, okay. This is a lot of stuff about regex that I did not think I would be going through. Okay, so unnamed and named groups, right? So this we saw this before. So this is like the name group. Yeah, named group. So yeah, so we saw this before. Cool. Yes, we got the path name and then the groups. All right, I give you the ID. All right, cool. Yeah, we saw that before. And now an unnamed group. Oh, they don't have the ID joint. Okay. Okay. So it just comes like as like the first thing. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know. I think I'm always gonna like name it. To me, that just makes more sense. Hmm. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about this. Like if you had multiple things here. So group modifiers. Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, group. Okay. So you can do these. So I was kind of wondering. Now I wonder if they will come back like it would come back like zero. Like if you put in, I wonder if they have that. And I was going if you put like ID for that one, or maybe like another, I don't know, ref or something would come back. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff can be checked out here. It's just pretty cool. Holy crap. Okay. Oh wow. So this thing has like the digits and then the hyphen and then the title and put it there. Interesting. This is pretty dope. Like you'll be able to do a lot of cool stuff. Especially I think if you're using something like Astro, maybe where it does well, that's not even no, Astro does all that stuff in the like in the fenced off part. That's to run on the server or whatever. So, but no, this is pretty dope. Damn, there's so much here. So yeah, so I'm gonna post a link to this directly also if you want to check this out specifically. But yeah, just cool stuff coming to the web. So we'll probably talk more about the other stuff later. But yeah, it's pretty dope. And this corner shaping. I'll probably come back and talk about the next time the CSS custom functions because again, CSS is becoming like a programming language, and so now you can have custom functions. That is wild. So yeah, I'll look more into that later. But yeah, for right now, the URL pattern API is coming soon, so that looks like it's going to be pretty dope to check out. So get ready for it. All right, cool. Let me get y'all back to work so I can get back to work because I think I'm going to start cleaning up some more plates so that I don't have to worry about those later. And then also, so those are printing now. And I got some other stuff I need to do, like some coding things and some other stuff. So yeah, so when we come back, we'll take a look at the artist's website, listen to some music, watch some videos. Maybe you'll become a fan. But till then, I'm gonna send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here is an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hell. And everybody says hell. We spread love like hell. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there.